Hey everybody, Bearded Rogue here, and today I am opening up a package from the Gamecrafter. This is going to be a prototype of Back to Earth, designed by me and my co-designer John, Angry Tetris on Twitter. And I'm gonna open this up and we're gonna see how it turned out. How about that? So we got lots of packing material and even more packing material. So I didn't order a box because we don't intend to transport it that way, but it came in a shipping box, which I'm gonna try to pull apart now. Yeah, it's a priority mail box, so it pulls apart and flattens down like so. And here's all of our wonderful bits. So let's see what we got here. Again, these were, we're going to have some cards, and we're going to have some laser cut chits in here, and let's see how they look. So first thing is I'm going to open up our cards, and we're going to take a look and see how they look. Wow. Everything looks really good. We have, as you can see, a little bit of uneven cutting, but none of the information on the card is missing. So there's a little bit of extra material down here from the bleed or all the way around it, but front and the back also looks just fine. We've got 9 different decks total in here, so we've got the laboratory deck for one of the players. We've got the wastes deck, which is one of the regions. We got the technology deck, which is unique cards that everybody starts with. And again, all of these are cut really well. There's a little bit of bleed extra around it, but we took into account using their templates, and everything that's pertinent to the card and playing the game is quite visible. Then we've got the scrapyard, which is another one of the regions. Oh man, that one turned out really well with the black. Another player deck, the tealish colored player deck. Then the blue region deck, the base. Then the purple player deck. And then the zone, which is the final region, the red region. And then the pink player deck with its unique symbol. And then the rest of the cards in here are all sorted out. It looks like they were packaged however they were cut, so they're intermixed here, but separating them all out should be pretty quick. One of the reasons why we gave them all different card backs is because this is no longer a deck building game. So it doesn't really matter what deck the card is from. Like, that's not secret knowledge for either the player or the other players at the table. So, because your cards will either be in your discard pile or in your hand or in your assembly line. And your assembly lines face up on the table. Your hand is, well, your hand. And your discard pile is also face up in a stack on the table. So there's no real reason to make it so that you don't know where the cards are. So separating them out by color actually ends up working really well. So here's one player color, the pink player, their set of starter cards. And then we've got the teal players starter cards. They're blue. They're a little bit more blue than I thought they'd be, a little bit less teal, but they're different enough from the other blue in the set, which is a little bit more purpley of a blue. This is one of the regions, the blue region, the base. Here's the purple players starter cards. So as you can see, the blue and the purple are different. So teal, blue, purple, all there, all different colors, easily discernible. We went for very bright, vibrant colors with the game, simply because we wanted to make sure that everything was really easy to distinguish. Red here for the player color. So I'm just going to sort these out by regions and players, and then we'll move on to the part that I'm the most excited about, which are the chits. Because while the player cards, while all of the cards are easy to do with, leftover Trivial Pursuit or Magic cards and card sleeves, chits is something I personally can't do very well at home. So I wanted to do those first. So we're going to start with the large ones first. The large chits again. These are laser cut, so there will be a smell that I really enjoy. It actually warns you. The Gamecrafter sends out these little things that say, hey, these were cut by lasers, so they are going to have a smell, and they're going to have soot around the edges, which you can wipe off with paper towels. But they smell like a campfire, and to me, that's a big plus as far as I'm concerned. So we're going to do our sheet of large chits first. We did 10 total slugs, I guess, of chits, which is one sheet, which will cover one copy of the game. So first things first, here is our first one. So we've got our manufacturing tokens, which are player colored, and as you can see, they punch out really nice. These are basically perfect. Credit to John for creating all the files, and credit to the Gamecrafter people for running their laser perfectly where we asked them to. And then we've got our first player marker here. Not very fancy, but it's there. And then we've got we did one with the game's logo on it, and on the other side is a QR code to the print and play files and the rule book and all that good stuff. And then we did 2 of these because we had them extra. There are logos, Angry Tetris and Bearded Rogue, and then on the other side we have our names and our emails and our Twitter handles, just because we had 2 extra tokens, and these are really cool. So these turned out awesome. So the large tokens get a huge thumbs up from me. Couldn't be happier with those. Now we're going to move to the medium tokens, and the medium tokens are going to be kind of like the bread and butter of the game, because this is the one thing that we produced ourselves using sticker paper and Scrabble tiles, and I wasn't looking forward to stickering that many Scrabble tiles ever again in my entire existence. So we had our robots printed. Double-sided, plastic robots on one side, steel robots on the other. We added the faction symbols to both sides now, since they weren't there before, so it's color and symbol. But let me punch a few of these out. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's so awesome. It lines up. Look at that. Double-sided, and it lines up so great. Oh, these are so cool. And each player has 15 robots, and they come 15 medium square tokens to a slug. So we were able to use 4 slugs, 1 per player, to accommodate all 4 players. And yeah, these are amazing. I'm gonna stop punching the pink ones here and go look at some of the others. Here's purple, the purple players stuff. Ooh, I really like the white on the purple. That really stands out really well. The black on the purple is not as good, but it's there. We got the UV coating for 2 reasons. One, it makes it a little bit easier to see them, even in the dark on dark colors, and because it actually makes it easier to wipe the soot off. You can actually use a damp cloth if they've been UV coated to take the extra soot off. Like on the teal players' robots, you can see there's some ash on the front, and we can just take a damp cloth and wipe that off because we got them UV coated. So there's the teal players, and here's the orange players. Yay! All of our robots look so good. I'm so excited. This is, I'm so happy right now, you don't even know. Like, I'm buzzing trying to keep it all in. And then the last thing we did was we did a set of resource tokens. The prototype that we've been using uses cubes, and has for ever and ever. But we wanted a cheaper way to do resources for print and play copies that we'd be or for prototype copies that we'd be sending around or giving to people, because cubes are actually pretty darn expensive, all things considered. So we printed up some cubes. So we have single steel, and then the two cubes are two steel, and then these white ones here are plastic and double plastic, and then we have the uh, single energy and the triple energy, threes for the energy, and then a few more so that we come out with an even amount. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total slugs. So we had one slug of large tokens with the manufacturing tokens, the first player marker, and the icon tokens, and then we had 4 slugs of robots, 15 each, and then these are the small tokens, and we printed out on 5 of these. So let me punch one of these out. See, it's still quite a bit bigger than a cube. It's flatter, obviously, but it's still got some size to it. Like, it's not. Here's the size comparison. So here's the medium robot next to the small resource cube, and then here's the large chit manufacturing token. So yeah, so that's the 3 different sizes. We printed one of at least one of each size in the square. We could have done different shapes if we'd wanted to, but square was really easy to lay out, and had the right numbers as far as how much we could lay out on the sheets. And so yeah, this is fantastic. Like, one of the things we don't really do often in our game is shuffle cards. We shuffle like this deck right here, one of the region decks. We'll shuffle it at the beginning of the game to randomize the way that the different regions come out for you to clean up. But these cards are fantastic. Again, like I said, there's a little bit of extra edge where the bleed is visible on all of them, but I'd rather there be bleed visible than any of the pertinent information cut off. And we didn't lose anything. This is fantastic. This is exactly what I hoped for. I'm probably going to get 4 more of these. And then we're going to be printing and laminating the players' mats and the central boards ourselves, because that's actually going to be cheaper than doing it through Gamecrafter. But this is most of a set of Back to Earth. This is going to be the set that I bring with me to Unpub, one of the sets. Hopefully I'll be able to get the other sets as well, and maybe ship some of them around with people, or just gift them to people at Unpub to take home and blind playtest for me. But yeah, so that's Back to Earth, Gamecrafter printed, and the tokens smell amazing. I'm going to finish printing them all off and then wipe all the soot off, and call this fantastic. Anyway, thank you for watching, if you watched through the whole thing, and thank you, Gamecrafter, for the quick turnaround time and the excellent quality. Talk to y'all later. Bearded Rogue, out.